Hello everyone, my name is Felicia and this is In My Travels. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we are going to talk about passports. Hopefully you already have your passport, and if you don't, please get to your nearest website or post office where you can apply for one. And there are other places that you can apply for your passport, of course. Today, unfortunately, we are going to talk about some instances that may disqualify you from obtaining your passport. Now, what I'm about to share with you, I just found out about, and it actually happened because of a conversation I had recently in the hair salon. As you can see, I have had my hair chopped here. This is my summer hair, and that's that. But anywho, in the hair salon, one of the ladies next to me said, I think I brought up the fact that I'm on my way abroad to work again in about a month. And I said to them, hey, everybody, do you have your passport? And everybody in the salon, I was so happy to hear this. Everyone in the salon said yes, and my kids have their passports too. So I was like, yes, I was happy about that. And I said, yeah, it's really important to have your passport and everything. And one lady said, you know what? I think that if you owe student loans or, no, I think she brought up child support, actually. She says, if your significant other, it can be a man or a woman, because women pay child support as well. If you are in arrears in your child support, back child support, you haven't paid it, you can be disqualified from obtaining your passport. That was news to me. I didn't know. I think it's great though, but that was news to me. So then I said, after I finished at the hair salon, are there other things that could disqualify you from getting your passport? And if so, let me share that with you on this channel. This is what I found. I found this on the website travelvisapro.com. You can check them out. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just sharing the website where I read my information, or the information on what things could disqualify you from getting a passport. And I'm going to, look at the notes that I have here. So the first one says, people convicted of a felony. Some felonies, like drug charges, can get in the way of your passport approval. Now, I think this is not written in stone. I think there may be certain instances that you could work out, I don't know, with your probation officer or the government. I don't know. But I don't think that's written in stone. I think it depends on, or I've read, it depends on the felony. Don't shoot the messenger. This is what I wrote. This is what I read, and it seems to be true. It's very true, but there may be certain instances where the government or your state can work with you in obtaining your passport. So there's that. As I just mentioned, child support. So it says people who owe more than $2,500 in child support may be disqualified from obtaining your passport. I think this is great, because if you are not taking care of your responsibilities, you should not be gallivanting or traveling for business, for pleasure in other countries, because you have a responsibility to a child or children right here in the US. Take care of your children and you can get a passport. There you go. I think that's the best one on this list. No. If you are in arrears in your child support, pay your child support first, and then you may be able to qualify for a passport. Number 3, I did not know this. Number 3, people with outstanding federal loans, student loans. And it says, if you owe the government money, you must pay it back before applying for your passport. I didn't know. I had no idea. So you might want to look into that. I don't know if there's a certain number or certain, dollar amount. If you know, let me know. Share it in the comments, please. And before we go on, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That helps me out. I want to be able to go live with you, so I need that 1,000 subscribers to this channel in order for me to do so. I want to share with you the process of me applying for jobs abroad. I'm about maybe a week, or really not a week, a couple of days out from signing my next contract in Asia, and I would love to be able to take you along on that process. And definitely when I get there, I'm going to be all over YouTube because, yeah, I have something to say. This is nothing new to me. I have been living, working, and thriving abroad for many, many years. And at my lovely age, I am 50 plus. I'm going to do it again, and I'm so happy about it. Anywho, let's get back to the passports. So, people who owe back taxes in the amount of $50,000 or more. Yes. Unless you enter into some agreement with the IRS, you may be disqualified from applying for your passport. Who knew? I didn't know that. Number 5, and I've told this to so many women, married or single with children, that minors who don't have parental consent, of course, cannot get a passport. And I know some of you may have, fathers of your children or child who are not active in that child's life. You feel that, why should I need this person's permission to take my child to another country? Well, you did make that child alone, and for better or for worse, both parents need to give their consent in order for that child to travel with you to another country. That's the law. And I completely understand this. People do, take children without the permission of the other parent. They do this all the time, and it's wrong. That is my opinion. You may think something else, but the law says that if the minor does not have the consent of both parents, the child cannot go abroad. And as we all know, you need your passport in order to leave this country, right? And that goes for any country. You have to have your passport. Now, the next one, people who are considered a national threat to security. I think that, that's self-explanatory. If the government thinks that you are a threat in any way, shape, or form, you're not going to be leaving our shores here in the US. You're just not. And the next, people who have previously obtained passports in a fraudulent way. People who have obtained passports in a fraudulent way, of course, are not qualified to obtain a passport. That's just breaking the law, like outright. You can't do this. But I'm sure that none of you are in that group of people who would even think of doing something so crazy. I mean, it's crazy. People who are subject to felony arrests. That's a little, I don't know about that. I've never committed a crime, so thank you, God. And I'm sure, hopefully, you haven't either, right? People with court orders barring them from leaving the country. We've all heard this. Perhaps you or someone has been ordered to stay in the country because they're in the midst of some sort of trial or whatever it is. And we've seen enough movies where the accused has been disqualified from actually leaving the country. And again, You cannot leave the country without your passport. So there's that. And the last one, people on probation or parole. I didn't know that, but it kind of makes sense as well. You know, if you're on probation, I guess you have to, you know, prove to the state and to the government that you are on the right path to becoming a law-abiding citizen, that you are going to be a positive role model in your community, etc. So yes, if you are on probation or parole, you will probably be disqualified. If I'm wrong, please share the information down in the comments. I'm just sharing with you what I've found on this particular website. And you know, when I saw this and other websites, it pretty much said the same thing, but there were other websites who gave a little bit more information and gave more examples of each of the ones that I've shared with you today. Hopefully, again, you do not find yourself in such a dilemma or a state of being in these United States. I'm just here to share with you what may disqualify anyone from obtaining their passport. And with this new ruling as of yesterday, you never know. There could be, you know, whoever our next president is going to be, they could probably say, well, you know what, we're just going to put a kibosh, I guess is the word, on all passports, and nobody is getting a passport for the next 6 months. Or they could have some sort of stipulation where if you don't earn this amount of money, or who knows. You know, we are living in just the strangest of times. I just want you to have as much information in order for you to have options. If you know, may need to leave here for 60 days or 90 days or whatever, you can't do anything until you have your passport. I cannot stress that enough. Please get your passport if you don't already have it. And if you do have your passport and it needs to be renewed, please get it renewed. Start that process as soon as you possibly can. You never know what is going to happen, right? We just live in strange, strange times. I am certainly not here to scare you, but I definitely want to make you aware of the importance of obtaining your passport so that you have more options anywhere in the world. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening. If you have any extra information, please share it down in the comments. That is all. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel in my travels. And I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Well, no, not in a couple of weeks, in a couple of days. I have committed, look at me, 2 days a week for this channel. Twice a week I will post here. And get ready for the next one. I'm going to share a little bit of information about the next contract that I'm about to, I think I'm going to sign. But anywho, can't go anywhere without your passport. Get your passport. Hopefully you don't find yourself in any of those situations that I just named here. Have a good afternoon. Thank you so much. Have a great day.